4, maybe 5 seasons in a franchise mode. If I feel I can't do that, I'm not going to play the game. It's no different than, okay, I'm going to play an RPG and I want to spend 300 hours on an RPG. If I feel like I can't do that, I'm not going to play it. So it's almost pretty much, to me, I feel like it's the same thing. With that being said, shout out to everybody who's playing the game. Shout out to everybody who's having fun. Unfortunately, I've seen this song and dance too many times. I've seen a lot of people who play this game, have fun for the first week, 2 weeks, a month, maybe at the max 2 months, and then they're ready to throw the game away. I'll say, if you're not playing like competitively to be in Madden championship tournaments, or if you're not playing Ultimate Team or whatever, you're pretty much going to put the game down by the time, week 4 of the real NFL season. By the time mid-September, October, you're not going to, maybe I'm wrong. But I've seen this song and dance too many times. I've been following, football gaming since the late 80s, early 90s. I'm not new to this. I have probably every single Madden game back here. You know what I'm saying? Even, if I don't have it here, I got it digital on my PS, PS3 or even PS5, with, or the PS4 versions of the games as well. I've played every single, probably every single football game that's been released. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know what it's like going through that cycle, and 1 month later, you don't want to play the game anymore. And it's very disheartening, because I can go back and play, original Xbox, PS2, and in some cases even PS3 Madden, and still play it and have fun with it. So it's like, wow, should I spend $75 on it? Should I wait till it gets to a price drop? Now, that doesn't mean I'm saying I'm not going to buy Madden 23. I'm going to buy it eventually. And the reason why I want to buy it, and I told the person I was having the conversation with, that was supposed to be on the show, I told him the only reason why I'm going to buy Madden 23 is for Madden on the cover. At the end of the day, I am a collector. I do collect games, and Madden hasn't been on the cover of Madden since Madden 2000, Madden 64. That was on the N64 or something like that. Madden, yeah, I think that was the last time he was on. So for him to be on the cover once again, I'll probably end up getting a copy of it and probably put it up here with the rest of my games. Like I have my Kobe Bryant, NBA 2K10. I need to get a 2K17 as well. I have my Jordan 2K11, which I'm definitely buying 2K23. I'm getting the whole Jordan package of that. That looks phenomenal. But like up here, if you can see it, you probably can't see it on the screen, but I have my Madden 98 for the Saturn. Like for the fact that the cover art, if the cover art's really cool, I'm going to buy it. But I'm probably gonna get it like when the game's like ultra discounted or something. Cause I don't, like I said, I don't have any desire to actually play the game per se. So it's, basically it's what it is. So, I know I rambled enough about the Madden 23 thing, and, but that's pretty much it. Don't expect any, don't expect any commentary or any thoughts or opinions or any gameplay for that matter of Madden 20. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't have the time to put the effort into playing that game, and I know I'm not going to play it like that. I'm already in the works of doing another series, the NCAA and a Madden series for another game. So that's just pretty much it. Now, let's jump over that. Speaking of like games that you want to play 300 hours and have an RPG experience with, this game right here, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this game right here. I'm actually surprised at this game. I was playing my Super Nintendo Mini. I was playing my Super Nintendo Mini probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and I knew Secret of Mana was on this device. I never really knew about it. I never heard of it, be honest. I didn't say I never heard of it. I knew of it when growing up, but I never played the game because I never was into RPGs like that. I decided to cut this game, this device on, and play Secret of Mana. I cannot put the game down. I cannot put, the game is so good. Why nobody ever told me about this game? The game is phenomenal. I've been playing it for the past week and a half, probably every at least once a day. Look, I'm not an RPG person, but I am willing to try any game at least once or twice. And if I find it interesting, cool. I just happened to click on the game and it came on and I just started playing and all of a sudden I was 2-3 hours in already and I was like, wait a minute, what happened here? Um, I can't even explain. It's just it's an RPG. A guy finds I don't want. I mean, the game's old. I mean, it's what 20, 30, almost 30 years old. Kid finds a sword, gets exiled by his community, has to go around and basically, I don't even want to tell the story, but it's basically one of those type of RPGs where something happens, you have to go around the world and save, find new friends and fight monsters and all this stuff. It's not like your turn-based RPG. It's a action-based RPG, and I'm in love with it. And I knew the game. I heard of the game being on PS4 or something like that. Then there's supposed to be like a Secret of Mana on PS4. Then it's supposed to be like a collection of mana that I'm going to get all of this. I'm getting all of this. And I knew I was looking at my life in gaming. They were talking about Seiken Densetsu 3, which is the sequel to Secret of Mana, which is actually, they do word number games in Japan and over here, so it's a little different. Actually, it's like supposed to be like Secret of Mana 2 over here or something like that. It never was released. I want that game. I'm willing to get a fan translation of the game and get the fan translation cart and play it on my Super Nintendo. I know I'm playing it on here. I'm going to find a way to buy a physical copy of this game. I want this game. I'm thoroughly impressed with this game, and I'm so mad at myself that I haven't played this game earlier. Yes, it's like a 16-bit old school retro game, but sometimes those type of games are the best ones. But I am going to get the PS4 version of this. I'm going to get collection. I'm getting all of it. I'm going to replay it over and over again. I want Seiken Densetsu 3. I have a Super Famicom, but the bad thing about that is it's all in Japanese. I mean, I can't do nothing with that. I may just buy the Japanese version for collection purposes, but I need the fans translation of it. I have the fan translation on my emulator on my PC, but I'll talk about emulation at another time. I'm not really big on emulation like that in certain cases, but I'll talk about emulation in another. I love playing on real hardware, so I need to find a way to get this Seiken Densetsu 3, the fan translation of it, Collection of Mana, Secret of Mana on PS4. I want to get all that because I did not know how fun this game is. It's a very, very good game. And if you haven't played it already, I don't know what's wrong with you. Don't be like me. Go get this game. You know what I'm saying? Go get it and try it. Even if it's just the PS4 version, try it because I'm pretty sure it's just as good as the Super Nintendo version. I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed with this game. I don't know what else to say. I can't say enough about it. So, yeah, I did not know. I'm surprised. And, I don't even know. Today, I may even go out to a video game store to see if I can find a physical copy of this. I know it may go up in price a little bit. I heard it's like pretty expensive, but we'll see how that goes. I want this game to play on my actual Super Nintendo. I really, really like this game. Last but not least, PGA 2K23 is coming out. Why I did not know about this, I don't know. There's going to be some new information about it on the 22nd of August. PGA 2K21 is a phenomenal it's a phenomenal golf game. Between that and Tiger Woods 2014, I've been on both of those like heavy. Career modes, awesome. The only knock I have about 2K21, even though it was made by the guys from the golf club, they made this game fairly easy. And I guess it's pretty good for people that want to pick up and play. I've seen people who've been doing numbers, on 2K21. And me, I had to up the difficulty because I wanted to be more of a challenge to me. And I'm doing pretty well in my career mode on 2K21. And I can't wait to see what 2K23 is. If you haven't seen the clip that they put out, they had some guy wearing Jordans putting the ball on the green. Now, one thing I don't like about 2K21, it is geared towards monetization a little bit, which I get it. You got to make money off the back end. I understand that. So what you're going to have to, you just have to navigate through that. And I think PGA 2K has done a pretty good job of capturing the realism of golf and not putting that kind of stuff in your face. I think they had like some type of DLC booster that started doing a lot of cosmetic stuff, which is fine. At the end of the day, I don't really care about the cosmetic stuff. If the cosmetic stuff really works in the favor to actually not hinder the gameplay or whatever, I'm good. Obviously, you have to, you may have to buy golf clubs and make your game better, which is fine. That's what people do in real life. So it's not like a pay to win type of deal. It can be if you're about that grind, but hey, I'm okay with this aspect of it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the game is really based on skill, and you got to be pretty accurate on where you place the golf ball on the green or the fairway or whatever the case may be. I'm excited about this. I want to see how this goes when it comes to the news and how it's going to be released. Because like I said, this made me want to go back and play 2K21, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm in love with that game. Also, Tiger Woods PGA Golf 2014. Tiger Woods 14 is actually a really good game. And one thing I like about that game, it has like all the majors in it, I think. It has like the Masters and all that. And that game is more skill based. You're gonna have to grind and learn how to play that game to be good at it. Kind of similar like how the old golf club games were. In Golf Club, the only thing I didn't really like about Golf Club was the fact that it was a lot of made up courses. It wasn't nothing really authentic. So with that being said, I was more of the aspect of waiting until they get the PGA license, which they did, and the rest is history. So between Tiger Woods 14, which there's supposed to be another PGA game coming out by EA Sports anyway, I can't wait till that come out. So between that and 2K23, when those two release, it's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to see how it plays out and what happens between the two. But as far as right now, I'm still playing Tiger Woods 14. I'm still playing in 2K21. Two phenomenal golf games. Very, very good. I think Tiger Woods is slightly more robust with the authenticity of the sport as far as presentation and stuff. But PGA 2K does his own thing with his own personal presentation as well. But both games mechanically are just great. They're really good. I highly recommend them. There's some other golf games that are out there that I like to play as well. Maybe I'll talk about them sometime down the road. I have a good bit of them over here, so maybe one day I'll just talk about them as well. So I didn't know it was coming out. Actually, was surprised. So because they skipped 2K22. But I think that's something that Golf Club has been doing for a while. I think they skipped the year even before they got to 2K, but I can't remember. But nevertheless, I'm going to close it out here. If you like this commentary, hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're almost close to 120 subs, and it's thanks because of you guys. It's a small channel, but it's growing. And as long as you guys continue to watch and listen, I'll continue to put the content out. Like I said, I'm planning on doing a series, a football game series once again. If you know anything like I did with NC State and the Raiders, it's going to be somewhere under that umbrella, but it's going to be under a different game. It's not going to be Madden 08 and NCAA 08. It's going to be another game, and hopefully you guys will stick around and watch and see what I got in store, because I think it's going to be pretty cool. I want to thank you guys for watching once again. I really appreciate you guys for coming through and really supporting. It really works. It really works out very well. So I'm gonna go. I got some stuff to do around the house. My wife got me doing a few things. You know how it is when you're married. I mean, that's just how it is. I'm gonna do that, and probably go to a video game store today because I really want to try to find the secret of mana. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys once again. I will see you guys on the next video. Check out the First and Frame Rates channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.